Welcome or welcome back to Viewers and Gamer Bears. It's time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black and Nuzlocke, and today we're in the Giant Chasm to go look for one of the last few encounters that we need for this playthrough, as well as a certain legendary Pokemon. But before we do, why don't we have ourselves a little quick team recap? Did even more turn off screen for the last few battles. We have Buzz of the Lord of Fire, the Ember, level 84 with a Shark Hole, with the moves Flame Charge, Berg Break, Heat Crash, and Rock Slide. We have Velvet Crow, the Lord of Calamity, the Escadrille, level 87, with the Shell Bell, the moves Muzzle Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Rock Slide. We have Arietta the Wild, the Hydreigon, with a Dragon Fang, level 86, with the moves Dragon Pulse, Crunch, Workup, and Flamethrower. We have Picanura the Gyarados, with Surf, Ice Fang, Waterfall, and Dragon Dance. Hello, Aaron, how are you doing today? Level 84, holding the Leftovers. We have Zavi the Seraphim of Wind. Level 82, with an extra belt, and this happens to be a Tornadus, with the moves Berk Break, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Air Slash. And finally, Chloe Valens of Horizon Wireless, level 80, with a Miracle Seed, with the moves Sword Stance, X Scissors, Leaf Blade, and Sacred Sword. Now, with that being said, I think we should start off this episode with a few new encounters, and just like previous areas, we shall... Actually, I'm gonna have Gyarados in the front for this. I think Gyarados would be best if we could some Pokemon. But let's start this off with a few quick encounters, and just like previous areas like Victory Road, I think we'll count this as 3 separate encounters. One for this little outside layer of Giant Chasm, one for the cave, and one for the inside layer. I think that's pretty fair, especially with the different loading screens. So starting off our episode today, we will have... And happy belated birthday to you. Alright, happy birthday in advance, actually, I should say. Alright, what's in here? What's in the grass? Giveth me... I don't know anything. A Tangelica. Yep, Tangelica. Alright, perfect Pokemon that I can weaken as well. Now, Tango has really good defense. So even if I Ice Fang, there's a chance I wouldn't kill it, but I wouldn't bank on it since I'm so much higher level with it. Alright, Quick Ball didn't work if that's how you want to be. Alright, Natural Gift means nothing. Now, let's hit him with a Surf. Gyarados is low special attack. This won't do much, and it's resistant. Alright, perfect. Slam is such a worthless, what they call it, attack. Why is it base 80 power but then 75 accuracy with no added effect? That makes no sense. Plus the name's just stupid. Slam. Slam these nuts. How about that? Anyways, that's cool. Rather save these for the Pokemon that we're about to go catch, but might as well use it here. Nuzballs are freaking broken too through Generation 6. If you use on Pokemon at night, or in a cave, or some sort of dark area, it has a 5 times catch rate, which is pretty busted. They nerfed it to, I think, at 3 times in later games. Whatever. Tangelica, the Vine Pokemon, a Grass type. The blue vines shrouding its body are covered in a growth of fine hair. It is known to be ticklish. That being said... Alright, I think we should name this after a female viewer. And let me look at my viewers list real fast if you do not mind me. So we know who we shall name this after her. If anyone's got any ideas, please let me know. A resolution, I believe, is female, so we shall name this Tangelica after that. And yes, I do mean early birthday. Alright, hold up. Didn't have to swing way up there. Alright, here we go. 8 resolution, the Tangelica. Would this be easier if I use the mouse? A Resolutio for short, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, I'm aware I got that wrong. Alright, we are still at full HP, alright? Yes, we are, so let's just take advantage of that and go on into the cave. Only 2 more normal encounters before our final static encounter for the rest of this run. Now, one thing what will be our encounter here? Yeah, Piloswine, can't get mad at that. Starting off with a Quick Ball. You're intimidated, so your physical attacks mean nothing to me now. Quick Ball. Like I was saying, this is the cave area I used to grind for all the time back in elementary school for the gem items. Like fire gem, rock gem, ground gem, steel gem, all that. A priori attack means nothing, and my leftovers pops. What is it? Wood. Alright, I'm hoping I expect it. Wait a minute, that's neutral, right? Oh, it missed. Okay. Speaking of mist, I was thinking earlier today at the time of me making this video that we should have like an ability that instantly activates mist. That would be pretty cool, so you don't have to worry about things like intimidate. And Palace 1 is ours. Alright, female viewer name, let's think of one. And there's only one more normal encounter before that's all of them for the rest of this playthrough. Alright, Palace 1, the swine Pokemon, an ice ground type. Covered by a shaggy coat. It is strong against the cold. Its tusks of ice thicken when it snows. And let me look up my viewer list once again. I think this one's relatively fitting. Furry Vixen, I think will be the name for this Palace Swine. Alright, and there we go. Furry Vixen, the Palace Swine. Oh, this just was on. Oh, come on. What else could we have gotten here? I think you could get Jinx here if I remember correctly. Then again, it's not all that interesting, let's be honest. Alright, big mushroom. Now let's see how far we can go to get in this thing. Just to show the area I used to ride around back in elementary school. You know, let me put on a max repel after this, because that's just annoying. Hey, a Delibird can be found here. Too bad they're kind of worthless. Don't worry, Delibird, your future counterpart will be just fine. Wait, future counterpart? We don't know what that is yet. That doesn't exist yet. If you didn't know, Delibird only has present outside of, like, TMs and stuff. I think it got Drill Peck in later games, but that's about it. I mean, with its hard base attack of, like, what, 35? It's not doing anything with that. Delibird is one of those gimmick mons, after all. But I remember back in elementary school, I used to kind of bike around this area like this. Just going around like, hey, look at that dust cloud. And it's an S-Cat Riller. Sometimes I run into these guys, other times I run into gems. But that's not the only thing you can find in wrestling. Or dust particles, dust clouds, whatever. In this area, you can also get evolutionary stones, and I remember making a whole evolution team back in elementary school as well, specifically back in the 4th grade. And this was before Sylveon, obviously, so I had an Umbreon, a Flareon, Jolteon, I think Leafeon, Vaporeon, and Espeon. I don't think I had Glaceon on there. It was probably the only one I didn't have. If I remember correctly. I don't have that old file anymore, so I can't really check. Anything over here? Nothing. Repel, we're off. Might as well have one more. I've a lot of strength boulders around here, too. Aside from maybe some of the stray items, I got no other reasons to be here. Tiny mushroom. I'll probably deal with all that off screen. And I'd be trapped at the boulder over there? Wait a minute. I do need a Pokemon Strength, don't I? Alright, you know what? Hold up a second. Now, let's get on out of here for a sec so I can go get something with Strength. That's just a bit of a waste of time, but whatever, it's okay. I'll take Zavita out of the team for now, because we won't be needing him for this final encounter. Well, final 2 encounters, I guess. Oh yes, that side quest. Let's see, we should learn Strength. Probably gonna be the last time I use this for the rest of the run. I don't know if I learn Strength, right? Let's use Estelle the Auto now. Princess Estellise. Strength is a move I really hope gets a buff in later games, and you can't even learn that. Okay. Alright, maybe we'll just do the Kangaskhan instead. That thing could definitely learn Strength. No way it can't. And Endure is the one move we're not going to need, and Strength's pretty decent for it, even though I'd argue there are way better moves you could be teaching it, like Return, but, well. Yeah, you got best girl on your team, as you should. Best Xenoblade girl, even better than Pyro and Miyabi. Y'all better see me simp for Pyro when we eventually do Xenoblade 2 playthrough. But for now, that'll be in the future. And Fiora and Xenoblade 1 as well. Alright, let's go back to the Chasm. Makes me wonder why it's called the Giant Chasm. Maybe because it's a really big chasm. I don't know. I also remember at the time, around this time, chasms were added into Minecraft, which I remember playing with my older brother and my little sister all the time back then too, in like 2011 and stuff. Definitely made me think of this anytime I heard the word chasm. Alright, let's see what neat items we'll find here. Alright, star piece. So I'll have some extra cash and coins and stuff. What's this? That's another star piece. I sounded a bit disappointed there, because I slightly am, I'll be honest, but whatever. I was expecting like a TM or something. A comet shard, though, that's even better. It is very awesome. Hey, a bug gem, looky there. Alright, Gyarados, send us to surfing. Let me see what's in that dust cloud. A ghost gem. I really wish I could get a flying gem. Acrobatics with a flying gem was broken as hell back then. Along with Latios with Dragon Gem, Draco Meteor. Especially before Meteor Storm got nerfed to 130 power when it was 140 power. Alright, what's over here? Alright, you got this little island over here and you're not gonna hide anything there? What was the point of that, huh? Just a scenery game? Anyways. Now, where are my repels? Clearly I'm going the wrong way. Alright, I'm on the wrong side of that. Did I even need the Pokemon with Strength? I guess I didn't. Ah, well, we're here this far, might as well. Alright, and now our final encounter. Well, let me wait for this repel to end. Alright, Max Elixir. Because there are some really neat Pokemon we can find here as well. There's also a certain trade that I would like to do in a later episode, but that'll once again be done in a later episode. Max Potion. Also, I saw some rustling grass just now. Just as I picked up the item. Well, gee, thanks, game. I might as well get on the bike, make things a little faster. Alright, I have no choice but to go up here. Alright, in fact, we're off. What will be our final non-static encounter? Alright, everybody, is it something good? Nope, dupes. We can try again. I think this area also has the highest level normal encounters in the entire game, too. This level 52 Paddler Swine. Definitely be good for any last-minute grinding. Alright, there's a certain pseudo-legendary that can be found here as well. That would be really neat. That does overlap. Okay, Clefairy is my encounter. And this is before fairy types existed. But it ain't the waste in the world. Oh, well, if this were doubles, I could run with Eviolite and Friend Guard, but there's no way to get hidden ability Clefairy in this game, sadly. And Clefairy is ours. Alright, and it's male, so we shall name it after a male viewer. Clefairy, the fairy Pokemon, or fairy types existed. Of the normal type. It is said that happiness will come to those who see a gathering of Clefairy dancing under a full moon. Alright, let's see a good male viewer we can name this after. Let me once again look at my viewers list. We'll name it after Rock, another fellow content creator just like me. That's not what I wanted to put there. Everybody leave a follow for him, if you haven't already. Rock the Clefairy. And welcome to the team. And that's our last non-static encounter. And now, it is time to look for that legendary beast that I want to capture in a ball. Too bad I don't really plan on using it, spoiler alert. Alright, revive, that's for cash. I believe you can find the TM Psyshock here. Now what you need to do in the Giant Chasm is you need to find the right path to make it to the legendary Pokemon by going up those stairs that we see over there. Thankfully we have all these repels to keep us away from all those dastardly Pokemon. I don't really remember the path you're supposed to take either. To be fair with you, I don't. It's been so long, but I remember stumbling upon this accidentally back in elementary school. TM03 Psyshock, as I mentioned before. Too bad I have no Pokemon that can learn that move. I go up here. Our effect wore off. Alright, once more. Going the wrong way, am I? Is there anything cool here? Nothing. I can't go over here. There's an item over here, though. Oh, wait, I can't even go that way. Alright, let me cross this here path. Might have made a mistake there. Alright, not this way. Alright, what's this? A max revive. Okay, that's some extra cash for us. I feel like I'm going in circles over here. That's because I am. Alright, max repel once again. I mean, some of the affinity missions in Xenoblade X are quite interesting, I must say. Alright, let me reset this thing. Should allow me to take a better path. It's a little confusing at first, but you do eventually learn the path that you're supposed to take. Let's get this here item that I missed at Carbos. Too bad all my Pokemon already have maxed out EVs. Whether optimal or not, mostly not. Alright, there's an item down here I skipped. We run into a Doubler battle. Yes, we will against two Pillow Swines. I hate saying it like that, it's Pilo Swine. Alright, the double Intimidate. Alright, Metal Claw. And down they go. I seriously wish Escadrille got Iron Head in this game, but it doesn't. Good game design, don't give it an actual decent steel move. We're stuck with the underpowered Metal Claw, but then again, it's still putting in the works. Small but useful hints, yes. No, I missed the item. I think if I remember correctly, I think you're supposed to make it into the middle of the cave? Or the dungeon? Yeah, they both cannot be selected. They have a bit of a beef with each other, let's just say. Thankfully, I came prepared for this. Last time well, second to last time we go dungeon spelunking. Yeah, we're supposed to make it to the middle right over there in this little pond area. Problem is, I don't remember how to do that. Actually, here we go. Found out. Uh-oh. Something's coming. It's getting cold in here. God damn it, I'm wearing shorts here. Why is there so much snow? And everything is covered in snow. Ooh, that's not good. So we just waltz over here. This whole area is literally covered in snow. Well, maybe not the whole thing. We got this wall over here that doesn't look covered in snow at all. It would have been cool if you could actually find some wild Pokemon in the snow too, but sadly not. Would have been nice to have some like rare ice types here. This was before ice was considered the rarest type too. I think back then Ghost was still considered the rarest type, I don't know. But anyways, going into this here little labyrinth, I'm gonna put Balsa for the front. I'm gonna keep Celica in the back over here. I don't want her getting in the action. Alright, now we just walk through here. Oh, come on. You can't still find wild Pokemon here, which is really annoying, but whatever. That is correct. It is Kyurem. The god of the tundra, I guess. Though this is before it had its fusion forms. Oh, come on with this encounter rate. There he is. The almighty chimeric dragon. Let's save, because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. And it's time to battle the supposed ultimate dragon type at the time, but we'll hear about that in the game's sequel. Though I really, really like Kyurem. I do remember back in elementary school, my older sister who had a copy of Pokemon Black, as I've stated in a previous episode. I helped her find Kyurem, but then she got a wild Golbat right in front of it. But anyways, it is time to battle it. Alright, Kyurem, an Ice Dragon type, level 75, with the moves, Glaciate, Dragon Pulse, Endeavor, and Imprison. Now this is the Pokemon I was hoping to use my Jellicent that died in an earlier episode against. Because of that moveset, it would have evolved that moveset pretty much completely. Sadly, since we don't have it no more, I'm stuck having to use some other more unique business, if you will. So let's start off with a nice little football. Get in the ball, please, Kyurem, make everyone's lives easier. I used to say it like that back in— oh wow, you're not gonna be that easy to catch, huh? Alright, there's Glaciate, which is literally a slightly stronger Icy Wind, that's it. Just lower speed and it's base 65 power instead of base 55. But thankfully we resist it. Now how much does that do? Actually quite a lot, I don't like that. Let's hit it with one flame charging him for D pulses. I should go. It's hitting really hard, I don't like that. How much will this do? Nowhere near enough. I don't like that. Alright, Velvet can take its attacks. I really wish I had some physical attacks I can intimidate it. But sadly it doesn't. Imprison, which is completely useless against us. So I'm pretty much stuck just throwing normal Pokeballs at it because I don't want to hit it too hard and then it causes its death. Honestly, because it has Endeavor, y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but if it ever uses Endeavor too many times, I might just consider using potions. It's just annoying to deal with, I'll be honest. Oh, come on, stay in the ball, Kyurem. Alright, we can take a D-Pulse just fine. Not as fine as I would have hoped, not gonna lie. Come on, stay in the ball, you can do it. Kinda wish I had false weapon right now, not gonna lie. Prison, yes, keep wasting your turns. It is random AI, by the way, just keep that in mind. Come on, stay in the ball. Alright, how much is Glacier gonna do? That's what I've been doing. Come on, Velvy, you can take this. Alright, you take that nicely. Low on HP here. Once again, I do apologize for this. Y'all probably gonna hate me for this, but just this one bad. If I still had Mechleo, this would be different. Alright, Prison, yes, keep wasting your turns. That works for me. Come on, in the ball. Yes, come on, you can do it. Stay in. There he is. And Kyurem is ours, and that's our final encounter for the rest of the run. Technically, except for a certain trait that I want to do. That'll be a later episode. Kyurem, the Boundary Pokemon. A dragon and ice type. 9'10" and 716.5 pounds. It generates a powerful freezing energy inside of itself, but its body became frozen when the energy leaked out. Alright, I think we shall name this final Ultimate Dragon, even though this is before its fusion forms, after a viewer. Just any old viewer, I think we'll do. And today, who will this be? I think this is relatively fitting. Darkest Dragon. You know, get it because it's a dragon? Anyways. I'll just say Dark Dragon for short since it's not going to fit all of those. I think that should work. Or, you know what, Lord Kai, if that's what you want. I'm Lord Kai. Let's do that instead. At the time of making this video, he's planning on hosting another Catch Cup challenge, so do keep a word out for that. And this time, I will win it. But for now, let's focus on this. Alright, there we go. That's our final encounter. Alright, now with that being said, I'm gonna go surf around here for a sec, because there could be something neat and hidden over here. Alright, nothing over here, so I don't know why this little area is here. Alright, we can use an escape rope afterwards and just find our easy way out of here. Alright, doesn't seem like there's any hidden items over here. Alright, let's go. Oh, hey, Dustcloud. Ah, screw you, encounter raid. Solrock, get out my face, you're annoying. Speaking of, this is not safe for Balseph with the amount of HP he's at. Huh. Too bad Sylveon doesn't exist in this game, sadly. Alright, anything else? Delibird, get out my face. I want to be cruel and hit it with a Heat Crash, but I don't want to risk nothing. Alright, now that Kyurem is out of the way, there's only a few more things that we have left to do in this game. A certain other rival fight, another certain fight, and a few rematches, and that's pretty much it. We are done with this playthrough real soon. Playable characters, which playable characters are we talking about? Alright, let me get Balseph out of the front for now. Velvet, you stay in the front. And Jinx can be found in this area. Thank the Lord I didn't get that. I remember fighting a Jinx in the Battle Institute in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire back in middle school, and it took my choice banded Dragonite's extreme speed. It's pretty dumb. Alright, so there's a lot of playable characters there. There is one that I am missing on my save file. It's a bit of it since I played Zeta Light Axe. Because there's a certain affinity mission I'm trying to unlock at the time of making this video, and I haven't unlocked it yet, so don't worry, we'll be back to Xenoblade X real soon as well. Got a few new playthroughs in mind that I really want to do, so there's that. Alright, come on with this encountering. God damn. Buldarian, get out of my face. I mean, that's what you think about this girl, Celica. I think she's got some nice points to her. I mean, she was only like that in self-defense, because she just didn't like being attacked by all those other aliens. But anyways, let's go to the Pocket Monster Center, and we're gonna get the Ulfazon out of the PC once again, and we're gonna fly back to New Town. Well, we're not getting Jinx for the rest of this run, it seems. That's all my encounters. And while we're at it, we can see the natures of the Pokemon we just caught. Alright, starting with our Tangelica. Alright, has quirky nature. Pile of swine over here. Bold, that kind of sucks for it, not gonna lie. Neutral nature for a Clefairy, and Kyurem, mild's pretty decent for it. It has a base 130 special attack stat. And typing isn't that bad either. At the time, it was the only Ice Dragon type until Excalibur line showed up. Speaking of Excalibur, don't worry, at the time of making this video, we got Excalibur raids in Scarlet and Violet. They're coming. Don't you worry. Alright. Let's go on over to New Town, and next episode we're gonna greet our other rival. And you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll stop at Accumulatown first so I can drop off the Ulfazon. Then we're gonna bike ride our way through Route 1 just like the good old days of the start of this playthrough. This long, nice journey of ours. Alright, there's a certain TM I also want to get for our boys of lead over here, but that'll have to be off screen. Alright, now with that being said, let me get off the bike. I'm gonna just waltz on in here for a second just to make sure our rival is in here. She is not, which really annoys me, not gonna lie. According to Sarah, Bianca's supposed to be here. Yes, it was Bianca I was hinting at. It's supposed to be here on Saturday afternoons, or Saturday evenings, but I guess she's just not here. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure what's supposed to trigger to get her to battle you, so I'm gonna just look that up real fast if you do not mind me. But at the same time, let me save, because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Actually, one battles, there's another place I plan on going to for a future episode as well. Alright, hold on a sec, if you'd all bear with me, please. Oh, apparently this is another post-game only fight, which is kind of dumb. We gotta beat the foreign champion once again, so to unlock the Bianca fight, which is really stupid, so you know what? Alright, so I came over here for literally no reason. Okay, what did I just run into? Instead, we're gonna go on over to Undella Town. And you know a certain few events that are gonna happen there. Oh boy, y'all in for a treat now. Alright, come on with this encounter, it's so high. You tap the grass once and something just jumps out to attack you. It's very annoying. I know I've stated that numerous times before, but I gotta keep saying it. Alright, so maybe we'll save the Bianca fight for like a bonus episode or something. Alright, let us go to the beachy area. There's a certain other beach city in the game's sequel that I like even more than this, but Unova Town's still pretty cool. That being said, that will do it. And in the next episode, we shall explore around Unova Town, as well as going to a certain abyssal ruin. That's the name of the place. So that being said, let me say, because you know what they say, once again, it is good to keep a record. And that will be it for this edition of Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. If y'all enjoy listening and want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow me when it is you see on screen now on YouTube. And that bell button for more. And I give a special thank you to everyone for joining me once again for this wonderful episode. And consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month, a church subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. And finally, of the 3 members of the Tao Trio, Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, which one is your favorite and why? Let us know in the link in the description below. So anyways, with that being said, why don't we end this off with a quickie raid? And who shall we raid today? Now let's see who else happens to be playing Pokemon Black. This guy named Brandy DBLR is doing a little run where if he takes even 1 point of damage, he has to do 1 push-up, so why don't we do that? Let's raid somebody new today. I'll be right back anyways at the time of making this, so we can raid Red Band if that's okay. So, thank you all for watching. Let's have a very good day.